Hey everyone, welcome to the another edition of Amazon MGM News. Also, a special long form episode of Amazon MGM News. It's been a while. I'm sorry to be posting like an Amazon MGM News that content for quite some time because I have been doing this. But if you know, Amazon MGM is my personal favorite media companies of all time. So I'm only taking a little serious, but it's the biggest company ever. He's known like the franchise like James Bond, Rocky, and RoboCop, and Legally Blonde, and a lot of others. Like the IPs, especially Invisible, The Boys. Well, yes, it belongs to Sony Pictures, and Hasbin Hotel, and a bunch of others. So we will continue to update on this Amazon NGM con- news related projects and stuff. So let's jump into the video. So first up is Fernando Lins joining Maya Vitacon and Eva Loglia in the Amazon's NGM's film series, whatever the heck is The Last Sunshine. Now, Fernando Lins was best known as a role in the Netflix teen drama series Elite, was a Spanish series. Was pretty much it got a lot of good attention, but I haven't seen it. But it is popular in Spain, so Apollon are doing his topic with that. So Let's talk about that. Okay, so I hope this movie is going to be different, but this is not a movie, but technically it's kind of a movie. So let's jump into it. Okay, immersive Spanish actor Fernando Lins from Elite, from Netflix series, Spanish teen drama, whatever, has landed a major role opposite Maya Kifo and Eva Logoya in The Last Sunshine, Amazon NGM Studios romance based on the best-selling novel by After series author Amanda Todd. Now, I don't know that the After franchise is pretty much familiar with, but I know I've seen a lot of YouTube videos. What most notable is the Alex Myers videos about After, and even the few videos. It is entitled the After franchise is the dumbest movie and franchise I ever seen, and yeah, every video all it's like the main after movies was pretty much the base of a fan fiction thing after Anna Todd. Like this is like oh, it's pretty much the idea of you is pretty much the difference of the after. Like I mean, after movies is pretty much the dumbest thing. Mostly teen drama type thing, like pretty romantic drama film. Like this is make no sense. Mostly a younger audience, more like oh, you doing like something like romantic stuff like these actors were related, so that is terrible. It's like watching Twilight all over again. But nevertheless, I continue. Lins were playing Julian, a charming Mexican local who become the love of the interest of the Rifico's Scalader Reed. City Machoda, the last Sunshine protagonist, 20-year-old Ora Lee Perat, played by Lefeco, has had her life shocked in the chronicled illness and a well-meaning but the overdone mom was I think it's going to be played by Eva Longoria, but who knows. When in the summer relocates gives her the taste of freedom, she meets Julianne, who drawn her into the kind of the adventures she's always longed for. But in return to the U.S. and on Horizon, Ree faces a decision that could change everything. College, yeah, this is gonna be interesting one, but it's not as good as the After series or any other teen drop. The romantic films like the say the ideas of you with Anne Hathaway, but yeah, Carl Carlson Young are great with is directing and with Anna Clixon edited the script. Todd Alonso is producing alongside Jennifer Gibcott and Edward Perrin of the Ethan Entertainment. Um, Lena Lovekind of the Luba Rockford Entertainment, and Brian Pitt, a relation with Brad Pitt, of Pritt Street Discussions. Best known is a work of in the Netflix teen drama series Elite, which is in the Spanish teen drama series, of course. Liz will be next to be and is seen as one of the two leads of the Demigo uh, Pacho. A new film was based in the books by Kuamiya scribe Mendes a run, which is available on Prime Video this December, and is I think this mostly a Spanish audience will want the Fernando one agreed to do in this movie, mostly as Spanish actors. Like I know that's pretty much the appealing kind of audience. Like between Latin America and Spain, that's not even speaking Spanish, but will speak English. Like mostly actors, like Salma Hayek was is actually Mexican, along with amazing Spanish actors in mainly Spain, like Antonio Banderas, Javier Bardem, and Penelope Cruz, and a lot of others. But even the speaking in Spanish, but mostly in English audience, will appear to kind of this. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And I hope this movie is going to be more as good as ever than the after movies. Seriously, Alex Meyer will be proud. Anyway, next up is going to be different. That Jewel Goin, no relation to Good, um, Samuel Goldwyn and Samuel Goldwyn Jr. because no dad related that. Joining Amazon MGM Studios as a head of award campaign, strategy activist, and talent manager. Now, I don't know, Julian Goldwyn was well known. He's worked as in a marketing team over at the American Film Institute, as well as he spent 20 years at the executive at Warner Brothers, including the spirit campaign of for the Christopher Nolan's films like The Dark Knight Trilogy and Insectum. So this is going to be industry. So Julie Goodwin was going to be more different. Like we never like unlike Warner Brothers, this more like the kind of strategy that Amazon and GM strategy that in more theatrical and film and TV stuff. Mostly and especially Paramount Pictures had a similar thing with Paramount Pictures, like between the Michael DeLuca and Penn Abbey, where Paramount had Josh Greenstein and Daniel Goldberg, and because it's related to these two co-heads between of these companies between Warner Brothers and Paramount. Also, fun fact: Domain Entertainment also had co-financed films from Warner Brothers and Paramount Pictures. So there's that. Anyway, let's continue over the reporting for Deadline. Julie Goodwin has joined Amazon NGM Studios marketing team as head of awards campaign strategy activist and talent managing. The studio said Thursday the announcement that was made by the head of global marketing, film and series, Sue Knoll, to whom Goldwyn were reporting. Goldwyn is trust throughout the industry of the her strategy precise and adherent to earning the trust of the talents filmmakers and internal stakeholders alike, said Crow in the internal memo we read in the full below. Julie experienced vision of the collaborative leadership and would be instrumental as continue to build ammunitions campaign to activists that reflect the caliber of our content. Coming off of the Amazon NGM with the 25 more than 25 years of the industry experience, Gowen was most recently at the American Film Institute, where she serves as its chief community officer. Prior to that, she spent nearly 20 years as and accredited at Warner Brothers, spearhead campaigns for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy and Inception and much more. Now, and also, as I mentioned, Shinko was once working at Warner Brothers, but now is what. But he also got in a relationship with Judy Goodwin, but now he got reunited. So sounds like the reunion to me. Here's Crow's full memoir had to say about that. Hi everyone, I'm delighted to share that Julie Goodwin is joining the Amazon NGM Studios marketing team as the head of awards campaign, strategy activist, and a talent managing. Julie will be reporting direct to me and overseeing our awards team, working closely with Brooke Folt. In the role, Julian will also partner closely with the common leaders, Tammy Gorin, Andre Bowers, and Christian Bastin. So I know that the name is not confused with the Dave Bautista, but you know, he's an actor too. But in shaping the world strategy, in addition to leading our brand and talent presence as a high impact consumer and industry event, as we deepen our engagement with worldwide audience worldwide. He started September 2nd, which is Thursday, and will be based in the Culver City. Julian is a season excited for more of a 25 years of experience driven and visually and acclaimed for some of the most celebrated films and organizers in our industry. She most recently has served as a chief community officer at the American Film Institute (AFI), where he's led the branding, publicity and promotion efforts across all the major investors, including AFI Awards, the AFI Conservancy, AFI Fest, and the Carnegie AFI Live Achievement Award. In related leadership, help inaugurating of the AFI brand he and drive significant digital growth. Prior to AFI, Julian served with as an executive vice president of the domestic publishing at Warner Brothers, where she spent nearly 2 decades orchestrating high-profile campaigns that defined cinematic culture and brought home critical and commercial success. Her portfolio includes award powerhouse such as Algo, Million Dollar Baby, The Departed, and Gravity, as well as in the as well as global titles like the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, and Wonder Woman. She's known throughout the industry for her strategy processes to opportunity to earn the trust of the talent, filmmakers, and inter stakeholders alike. Julia experienced vision and a collaborative leadership will be an instrument as we continue to build ambition campaigns and activation that reflect the caliber of our content. Please join me as giving June a warm welcome to Amazon MGM Studios. I look forward to everything we are close together. Soon. That's not even a character from the movies The Substance, played by Margaret Qualley. No, I'm talking about the name Sue Crow, who's excited at working at Warner Brothers and now Amazon MGM. So there's another excited at working for Warner Brothers. All right, so there's a month ago when he had Charlie Coleman, who was a former Warner Brothers head of marketing, well, actually global marketing at of that company in international marketing campaigns. He has now become the especially who currently working as a head of international theatrical marketing. So I currently under had a recent deal with Sony Pictures International, who had the international distribution of theatrical distribution of Amazon and GM Studios, excluding Bond 26, were handled by Universal. But still, another Amazon and GM executive to originally working at Warner Brothers, but now brought to Amazon and GM was Coney Variety. He's closely working with Sue Crow, but now probably working in producer of the like films like Wonka and Barbie. But now her Coney Variety was become the as the head of the philosophical and over at Amazon and GM. So I can say Julie Goldwyn was pretty much a close relationship with Sue Crow, but I hope to see what happens when you got marketing between movies and not something on content between on the theatrical distribution for Amazon and GM as well on the content distribution with the international distribution deal with Sony Pictures. But I probably say welcome Julie Goodwin to Amazon and GM Studios along the former Warner Bros. Executive like Charlie Kootman, Shukro, and Courtney Variety. So we're really becoming the new era of the entertainment industry. Now, the last and definitely on these is going to be over to my Nordic country, Sweden. So I announced that Emilia Winstrand will now took over as the head of the Nordic originals at Amazon and GM Studios, replacing with Colleen Lindstrom. Now, Colleen Lindstrom was becoming the head as a head of the Nordic originals over at Amazon and GM Studios, but Emilia Lindstrand was now took over as a head of Nordic originals. So if you don't know, he's came before is working at a company. He's actually working at the Amazon, who work at the shows like Bright Spot and Vodka. So let's do reporting for a deadline. Change is coming to Amazon and GM Studios in the Nordics. Emilia von Wiestrand is replacing Karin Lidström as the head of the Nordic Originals, with the latter set to take a role outside of Amazon. And then in the past few minutes, Tallinn, head of the Northern Europe Originals, had shared an internal message of staff on onlining the change. Our dear Karin Lestrom has decided to step down, head of role as the head of the Nordic Originals at Amazon NGM Studios to seek another opportunity outside of Amazon. She wrote, Connie will join our team in 2021, um, was 4 years ago. So, and already much helped to build it from scratch. Her strong creative instinct, her incredible leadership, and the unrelenting positive attitude and energy has made her the incredible team member. Um, Ellen thank Lindstrom for her continued passion and experiment on the pioneering on behalf of Amazon and GS Studios. He's doing shows such as LOL, The Last One Laughing with the Swedish or Nordic versions, Roast on the Coast, and upcoming shows like Snake Killer and Walk Out to Lindstrom. Unrelated, this is not starred led by Carly Lindstrom, so yeah. Ellie said she was thrilled to announce Emilie Rastad would take over Kali's role and the lead of the Nordic Amazon NGM Studios team. Rastrom has been from Amazon for the just under 4 years. Has a working on the shows like such as Blind Spot and Welcome. I didn't mention that this Welcome to Lindstrom, that's not even a show. That's belong to as an oversee that the Nordic province of Amazon Prime Video. But Welcome was a pretty much didn't related. But even I was wrong. Sorry. Emilia career version as a leadership, we engineered our Nordic slate to thrive. Roll air. The region is a critical one of the Amazon NGM, which has reshuffled the back in Europe in fair bit over the past couple of years. Last year, it split Europe into two clusters, with emerging territories such as Benelux, the Netherlands, and Belgium, um, the CEE, the Central Europe, um, and the Nordics gained new investment while funding in the Africa and MENA, Middle East, North America, Africa as slash. So it's so sad that Karin Lindstrom move on from Amazon NGM Studios, but is still involved at outside as an of the Amazon MGM because he had to do other opportunities. He might be work at Netflix or rather on the or especially the film company like SF Studios or Notice Film, or especially working at a TV network like TV3. Yeah, but we received, but it's bought by. But I heard that the TBCI was bought and is originally bought by the Scripster publishing company in Norway. But if you don't know, Scripster was the original owner of Central Metronome, but eventually sold off many years ago. So it has been since the company has ended in the agreement with in Nordic distribution agreement with Warner Brothers in the end of 2010 and beginning 2011. So this is so sad that Amazon NGN will focus on a different new direction in the Nordic audience. Now, Emilia Reinstrad, who's working at Amazon, was mostly shows that I have mentioned like Brandstad and Walker. So we will see what happens in Emilia, where was we taking in a new role as the head of Nordic Originals at Amazon NGM Studios. So I'm looking forward to her, and I am excited for the future of the Nordic Originals at Amazon NGM. So that concludes the special long form episode of Amazon NGM News. I might be doing more someday, who knows? But I'm doing like another long form episode, but we'll see what happens. So I can't wait to get excited what's going on next, and especially Julian Goodwin will become the new head of the award campaign strategy, activist, and talent manager, and especially managing whatever. And as well as the Emilia Vistra would now and has the head of Nordic Originals at that company. So we're looking forward to seeing that, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Amazon India News on this channel, or my channel, I'm said. So, whatever. All right, I'll see you later. Take care, and have a good day.